Aloha, everybody. Welcome to Astrorisamoon Forecaster. This is the forecast for the upcoming full moon in Aquarius. That's going to start August 1st, 2023. The time will be 2:31 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. We have a moon conjunct Pluto during this time. We also have moon is 9 degrees Aquarius in house 3. The sun is 9 degrees Leo in house 9. And the ascendant is 20 degrees in Scorpio. The energy of this moon time would be a Tawa Yeku. Very powerful and profound moon time. This is going to be a real destiny changer. This forecast is for August 1st until August 29th, though. So that is the time frame that this message is for. So as I said, this is going to be a moon time, again from the 1st to the 29th, which is a time frame for great destiny change. I would associate this moon time with the idea of a merry-go-round or carousel, because you're moving forward, but you must accurately pinpoint your exit point. When are you going to jump off so you can move towards the most beneficial, appropriate opportunity? If you're on a carousel or merry-go-round, you don't want to jump off at the wrong time. You're jumping off in the back, on the side. You're missing your real exit point, the best exit point for you. So basically, what this moon time is about is speaking about what is the best time for us to do something. How do we prepare for it so that we can move on and do X, Y, Z, A, B, C? Should you stay on the carousel? Is this the time to do something? Well, I would say for most during these next 28 days, this is a great preparatory time because you are planning to do something and the window is open cosmically for our collective consciousness to make a very profound change. However, in the background, there are many things happening that are definitely out of our control. But with that being said, we have to figure out how to balance that. I mentioned the aspect moon conjunct Pluto because it's so in line with the messages of this moon time. And moon conjunct Pluto, that marks a time when one will experience life-changing events, and these changes deeply impact our psyche and our emotions. There'll be many issues one will have to confront on multiple levels, and all of those experiences are going to be transformative in some form or fashion, some more intense than others. But these experiences have already begun because, again, the moon forecast talks about energies that we are pinpointing during the full moon, but we know those energies build up between 8 to 10 days prior to the upcoming full moon. And this is a full moon in Aquarius. So a lot of things have already happened for many of us, life-changing events. Something just popped up out the blue and just threw a monkey wrench in your whole plan and you're doing things differently. There's a theme, there's multiple themes, but there's a theme that I want to talk about with this moon time. And again, very transformative. It's about, sudden, unexpected changes. We must be conscious of explosive and volatile emotions. Be conscious of outbursts or situations, especially happening within groups. This is an Aquarius moon time. So situations happening within groups that could be explosive, volatile. You may get upset easily, or people around you, you're just in the mix of it. And you're saying, what's going on? What's happening? Just know that it is the energies manifesting because of the energies of this moon time. Again, I was telling you that this is at Tawa Yeku. This is a Aquarius moon. Aquarius, the archetype of Shango. So it's a lot. We've got the moon conjunct Pluto. It's a lot. It's a lot happening right now. I mentioned the Shango element. I mentioned the Aquarius element. We know that Aquarius deals with groups of people. Hence, there is a group dynamic happening during this moon time. So you all know what I say about Aquarius moons, right? I always say Aquarius moons are those expose moons. Aquarius moons are those moon times when what is done in the dark comes to the light. It's dealing with motives, and are those motives just? It's not talking about, but it is a moon time when what was done unjustly will meet justice. If we are not living appropriately as we move towards a full moon in Aquarius, things are going to be exposed. Things are going to come out. We're going to have aha moments. We're going to bear witness to the hidden, and it comes to the light. However, on the other side of that, this Aquarius moon is a good moon time to detect any personal or internal flaws which need removal or need care. Again, this is an awakening moon time. Yes, Aquarius, I said, is the archetype of Shango. It is the lightning bolt of reality striking for many of us. But during this moon time, many people will focus on an aspect of reality, being enlightened, but it is also about taking care of something, fixing something. Aquarius is a fixed sign. So during this moon time, many people will focus on an aspect of economic security, their physical and psychological well-being. It's a time when unexpected shifts are happening, yes, but it's happening in areas that have a relationship with your economics, a relationship with your physical self, your psychological self, and of course your emotional self. So you're just having a lot of aha moments as well. This is the internal aspect of it. The external aspect are, as I had mentioned earlier, things happening and it's out of your control and you're not knowing what's happening. But then you have these enlightened moments when you're like, I need to change something that's going on with me that I have some type of control over. So there's this unexpected shift happening, as I had mentioned, an unexpected change in our wealth. And that could be either negative or it could be positive. There's a healing or a need for a caretaker that's occurring for some people. There's a decision to be made, and it may involve you taking time off, taking a respite, a time for you to just slow down. And for some people, they are consciously making that decision. They're just getting up and they're like, I'm not going, I quit. I'm not going to work. I'm going to do something totally different. They're not showing up, but they're showing up for themselves. They've chosen themselves. It might be an abrupt thing and it's affecting everybody in the group, but that's how they're flowing right now, or maybe that's how you're flowing right now. And then for some people, the universe made that decision for them and made them sit down. They just cannot continue moving forward. This is their exit point that the universe kind of pushed them off of that merry-go-round, said, this is your time to jump off and do something different. And again, you have to make different decisions. So you're being stilled instead of choosing to be still. Another aspect of this moon time that kind of just overlapping itself, the messages. This is a moon time. Some of you will ask the question again, what do I need to do differently to either feel safe, to feel secure, or to make a situation securely work for me? Again, you see the balance there, or how we need to balance. We have the outside, which is chaos, the inside, awakening chaos, but yet at the same time giving us an opportunity to work on something hands on and make it work for us. So the external pressures occurring during this moon time is activating our internal alarm clock. And it's bringing us to that conscious place where we are making decisions to modify extremes. How are we doing that? Many of you are getting consultations. You're asking for advice. You're revamping, you're rewriting, and you're reconfiguring, and you're reconstructing. You're trying to figure things out. Now that's part of the challenge, though. How to successfully figure things out. You do that by getting consultations, asking those that know best, research, whatever it is that you need to do, because this is our window. This is our time to do that. A good thing is that we're graced, though, with an Aquarius moon, with this Aquarius moon, because this moon time can bring in the cavalry. It brings in helpers. It brings in those fixers. It brings in those movers and shakers. So it's not just about, exposing things, but it's also bringing in helpers. That aspect of this moon time can really soften the harsh blows, because an essence of humanitarianism is coming into play with this moon time. So with that help that's coming, helpers, many forms of fashions, pay attention to how help comes. It may just come as some information that crosses your path. You got to know that it's time to grasp that. Don't let that go. You're going to have an aha moment. You say, you know what? I need to go ahead and research that information that just came by. Okay, so with that cosmic gift, our collective consciousness is afforded the opportunity to accomplish something, whether that's great or whether it's small, but this is our time to do that. But we mustn't procrastinate or overthink during this time. Instead, we have to verify all our plans, make sure they're solid. We're moving at the proper pace. Are we moving at the proper pace? Are we selecting our mark properly? Because when it's time, we're going to jump off with boots on the ground. So how well one achieves their success, even during a time of adversity, will be based on how solid their plans are, especially during the next 28 days. Again, August 1st through the 29th. This moon time is also going to impact family and groups. So look at where the moon is located in your personal chart. The moon is located in house 3 during this moon time. That's talking about communication. It's talking about siblings, those closest to us. So we have to pay great attention to how we are communicating with that group of people, or those that fall into those groups. How well are we communicating? Because how we're going to communicate is going to shape how our opportunities are going to manifest, how well they're going to manifest, how are they going to manifest. So remember that communication is not just speaking face to face or on the phone. It is also dealing with what you're writing, what you're sending off, what you're putting on social media, what you're putting out there in the ethers, right? Because with that, we are creating either friends or foes during this moon time. We have helpers coming, but how great will that be is based on how well we are paying attention to what we are saying, doing, and creating. We're going to see the harvest of our works near the end of this moon time. Something is going to manifest for each and every one of us. The power time is near the end, the last couple of days of this moon time's forecast. That's what's going to reveal how well we've done. Okay. We have another full moon coming up, and that's going to be August 30th. Another powerful moon time, because we have 2 full moons in August for this year. Everything that we're doing now is going to overlap into that time. We're going to have that marked point when we're going to be gifted whatever it is that we've worked for. And then the process begins again, because that's that boots on the ground, August 30th. You jumped off. Now where are you going? That's that opportunity. That's that time for opportunity to flow, open up. It'll be interesting to see what the moon forecast will be for August 30th, as it's going to receive the baton from this moon time. So I hope that everyone has a beneficial, safe, and productive moon time for August 1st. Pay attention to everything. Pay attention to what the universe is offering you. Pay attention to signs. Get as much information as you can. Pay attention to downloads. Get your readings. Whatever it is that you do to find out what you need to do, this is your time to do it. I wish you all much success and much happiness. Thank you for chiming in. If this has been beneficial for you, if any of these moon forecasts have been beneficial for you, please make sure that you hit like and subscribe. Share this information as I bring this to you all from a place of love. And if you see fit to send a love donation, you will see the link in the message part below where you can go ahead and send that. But otherwise, just have a wonderful full moon time. And I'll see you next month when the moon is full. Take care.